Welcome back to the Lead Generator User's Guide. Checkpointing where we are, thus far we've registered as a user, we've registered our company, and we've affiliated ourselves with our company by creating our first business card. Now let's talk about how to post your company's data. Remember, if you don't post your company's data, you won't be able to search the database for leads. When you're ready to start posting your company's data, the first place to start is by entering your company description. The link will appear under the heading that says Details of your postings for your company on the quick reference page, but you can also get to it by clicking on the company description link under the Post Update button on the left, noted by the yellow arrow. When you click on the company description link, it will take you to a screen where you can enter your company description. If you entered your company name on your business card, it will be pre-populated in the company name field. You then simply need to enter a description of your company in the company description box and click Save. Note that you have room for about 1,000 words in the description, which should be more than enough for you to provide an overview of who your company is and what they do. Very often, this text can be taken from your current website, but note that only character data is allowed, no links or HTML. If you want to put in links or other HTML, you can put that in an ad later. The idea is to keep this area clean, simple, and searchable, so be sure to use lots of keywords that you would want people to search on in order to find you. Be sure also to include clear statements of your company's value proposition. That is, why should somebody buy from you? Remember, this is often the first thing that most users will read about your company, so you want it to be precise, professional, and clear. When you have some good copy, hit Save, and it will be posted to the database. Don't worry about getting it perfect the first time, though, because you can go back and edit it at any time. Here's an example for our company with the screen filled in. Once you hit Save, the system will take you back to the quick reference screen, where you can see that the company description is now posted and up to date in the blue oval. Note that the data that you entered is considered to be up to date for 30 days after you enter it. After 30 days, it will be considered to be out of date, and you'll get a warning when you try to do a search. And after 60 days, your data will expire and your searches will be blocked. But you can bring any entry up to date by simply going to its Post Update screen and clicking on the Update button. Now it's time to list your company's products and services in the database. This is critical, since one of the ways you get leads on the lead generator is for people to simply search for products and services that they need and that you offer. When you click on the Products and Services link under the Post Update button on your left, indicated by the yellow arrow, it will bring you to a screen where you can enter your company's products and services using SIC codes. Note that while there are over 13,000 SIC codes in the system, and we'll be glad to add more if there isn't one that exactly fits your requirements, you don't have to actually know what they are in order to post your company's products and services to the system. Instead, there are 3 methods available for you to use to find the right ones. The first method is called the drill down method. This is where you can take advantage of the fact that SIC codes are hierarchical and drill down into the list to find what you need, as you'll see in a moment. The second method is to search on keywords in the description field of the SIC code table in order to find the right ones. And the final method is where you actually do know the SIC code, which might be the case where you know them from having used them on one or another government forms. Anyway, let's start with the drill down method. When you click on the drill down link, it will take you to a screen that shows the SIC codes at what is referred to as the 1-digit level. That is, each type of product or service falls into a high-level category represented, in this case, by a letter of the alphabet, A through L. Thus, if you're a manufacturer, the 1-digit code is going to be D. If you're in the service business, the 1-digit SIC code is going to be I. By the way, there are even SIC codes that you can use to describe yourself as an individual, under L, for example, which you do if you're looking for a job or if you want to use the system as a consumer. But let's start with a simple example from a business, our company, which happens to do business-to-business telemarketing. As you can see, I've already clicked on the 1-digit SIC code I for services. I then clicked on the plus sign next to services, which opened up the next level, the 2-digit level within the services sector. Again, as you can see, there are a number of 2-digit SIC codes, including 73, which stands for business services, which seems like a reasonable place to look for B2B telemarketing services. So I click on the checkbox to register that we provide business services, and then click on the plus sign to drill down to the next level. This brings me to the 3-digit level, where, frankly, I don't see anything that looks like B2B telemarketing. So I take a chance and click on the plus sign next to 738 Miscellaneous Business Services in the hope that there might be something there that I can use. There I notice 7389 Business Services, and since we certainly don't offer any of the other things on the list, I click on the plus sign to drill down further. I also, by the way, decide to select 7389 since we do, in fact, offer a business service. Interestingly, when I go to the next level, the 6-digit level, I notice that there is an option for 738912 telemarketing services, just what I want. I click on it to select it, and then also click on the plus sign to see if there's anything else below that I might want. And sure enough, there it is, B2B telemarketing, SIC code 73891201. I put a check in the checkbox, click the plus sign to see if there's anything below it, which there isn't, and I hit submit at the bottom of the screen to save it. This method of drilling down into the list is a good way to orient yourself in the list and find your company's products and services. You'll also be able to use the same method later, by the way, to post your company's needs. Understand that as far as the government is concerned, SIC codes actually only exist down to the 4-digit level, so the 5, 6, 7, and 8-digit codes that you'll find on the lead generator aren't really official. And the government is actually in the process of trying to convert everyone to what they call makes codes anyway. But the coding system in the lead generator is designed to provide enough differentiation and specificity so that it accommodates any and every type of business that's out there, including yours. And we can create new codes if there isn't something that adequately describes your business, because it doesn't have to match the government system, so that's why we use it. Anyway, another way to find the right codes is to represent your company's products and services is simply to search for a keyword in the description field, as shown on this screenshot. If I enter telemarketing in the search box and click on the search button, I'll get all the SIC codes that have the word telemarketing in the description field. Notice that I had previously checked off 2 of them, for telemarketing services and for B2B telemarketing. And we don't do consumer telemarketing, so it seems like I've found everything I need. The final method is called the select SIC method, which assumes that you already know the correct SIC code, and you just want to check it off. This can happen especially when you're doing market research on the system or trying to pull specific types of companies. But in this case, let's say that I know what my company's SIC code is and I just want to enter it. In this case, I might enter 874213 for marketing programs and services. I then click on the Find SIC button and it brings up that SIC code as well as the higher levels of the hierarchy in case I would like them as well. I check off what I need and click Submit. The system then brings me back to the main products and services page, where I can review my entries, edit them, and go on to the next step. Notice also, as I said before, that there is a single button where I can update all of my company's products and services entries so I can continue to get access to the database without having to repost everything. I'm going to stop here, and you can now go on to the next presentation in the series.